Good evening, ladies and gents. I hope you can hear me all right. Let's see what's going on. Let's stop that. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Aqua Escapes. Hello, happy holidays to you. It's Toffee Time. So I'll be showing this, I guess, for man, it's pretty good. Maybe like the first 5 minutes of the stream, because let's be honest, it's not going to last very long. See how shiny it is? That's the good stuff. A nice almond butter toffee that my mom makes every year and guards the recipe with extreme secrecy. I was given the recipe and taught how to make it. I mean, I helped make it for many years. So, and I will say, like any candy making and like baking and things like that, I mean, like experience like has something to do with it. You know what I mean? Like there's recipes out there, you know what I mean? But you're going to have to like mess with it for a while before you like get the nuance down and stuff like that. Cause I mean, like, well, I mean, like it's chemistry, right? You're heating up butter and sugar and making a molten sludge. Yeah. So good though. I love it. So yeah, man, I think I caught the holiday spirit. I think the moment where it came together for me, I was visiting a channel I hadn't visited before. I think I know them from the Aquatic Morning Show, like way back in the day, with Jess of Manes, Tails, Furs, and Fins. All of that, all of that. And it's like it's a seahorse something. I don't know. They live streamed earlier today. You can find that on fishbam.link on the lives that went today. And I was watching her before. So yeah, that is saltwater. So, but they were showing a. It was a canister. No, it was a. It was a sponge filter with a chamber on top of it, and then yeah, on with a chamber on top of it, and the chamber was clear plexiglass, and it had aquachar in it, and I was like, man, reminds me of last year, giving out some aquachar, huh? A little aquachar for Christmas, a little coal, because we could have all been better. Well, this year, ladies and gents, we are going to give away some of this here toffee. So if you're allergic to nuts, this one's not for you. If you're diabetic, I mean, probably not for you. But it is still good. I'm a very happy man right now. So yeah, I'm doing that, and then I was watching a stream earlier tonight. It was a little bubbler that was a globe. It had little white balls in it, and there was a Christmas tree in the center of it. And the seahorse is like leaning down. I'm like looking inside of it. I'm like chilling like that, just like got its head down, like checking out. And I was like, man, like a little snow globe thing in the fish tank bubbler thing. I was like, I got that holiday spirit. Like my thumbnail tonight had the little Santa Claus that was in my niece Anna's tank. Some of you may know her. She's appeared in a little bit of my content. All my nieces have, actually. At least in a thumbnail. My nieces from Houston haven't done anything other than a thumbnail because, well, they haven't been here and like had the interest, and we were doing something, and I thought it was like worth recording. You know what I mean? Like we always come out here and feed the fish and stuff like that, but they are all about their auntie, and so that usually happens. Usually happens while, like if I was at work and it was the weekend when they were down. I work every weekend, so I would be at work, but I got some great pictures. My sister was taking pictures of the kids feeding the fish with Angie. So like really some cool stuff. Hello, George. Happy holidays to you. And Joshua Templeton, welcome in, welcome in. Looks like everything goes. Yeah, man, it goes well, George. We're going to do a giveaway for some toffee here in a little bit. We're going to attempt it. We'll see how it goes. I am working with a laptop, and the laptop seems to do well. Thus far, no complaints. And yeah, we're looking at what tank are we looking at tonight? There we go. Yeah, we're looking at my 40 breeder. If we go left to right, we have a gravel base substrate with what's the Swasser tang all throughout. And then we have a starving Amazon sword that is there on the left. Then kind of towards the front of the tank, the next one is the Crypt Balinese. I want to say I was able, it's put off runners and done so well for me. I have sent some to June. I think I sent her 2. I think another one went out with some other plant. I think I've sent 4, and then my tank at work also has one, and then that one is very happy. So yeah, it's been great. And then the Colorado Sprout. No, wait, Colorado Sunset? I don't know. But that is the stem plant in the back. That has done very well for me. I took a hefty trim off of a tank, and I sent some of that to Fishy Biz. And he was floating all the plants to start with, and we'll see how it goes. That was the one that I wasn't sure, but sent him a couple pieces of Anubias. I sent him Swasser tang, of course. I mean, like, let's not play around. I got some of that to go around. I sent him quite a bit of Bacopa. I sent him guppy grass. I wasn't trying to, but I'm sure I sent him snails and duckweed. And oh, a lot of Tiger Bell. A lot of Tiger Bell. Let's see. Just words to June. I think I even put some hornwort in there. Of course, my hornwort being grown inside just doesn't do so well. But hey, June, good to see you. Yeah, it's real great. Where is that? I think I know where. Ha ha, ladies and gentlemen, that made a difference, didn't it? So proud of myself right now. Hello, June. Yeah, June, I called you out in chat. I was talking to Zen Ginger in that chat of the seahorse stream that I was in earlier, and I was like, "Oh yeah, man, I love Aquachar. I gave it out last year for Christmas." And she was like, "What?" And I was like as prizes. She was like, "Oh, I thought somebody did wrong." I was like, "It was funny that I just thought it was you were the only one I could remember that got coal last year." And the reason why I remember June is because I was like, "Oh, so fitting for Miss June to get a little coal in her stocking." But this year we're going to give away toffee. Beautiful almond butter. No, beautiful almond butter toffee. It's not almond butter. It's almond then butter. Oh, you still have it. I mean, you're supposed to send it to Coral. That's why I thought it was going to be a good gift this year. The last one was practical and funny in the fact that you give away coal. You get coal for Christmas if you're bad. You know what I mean? But coal isn't a bad gift if if you're cold or if you need to detoxify a tank or add carbon to a tank. So only Oscars, you're snacking on some peppermint bark. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, June. Maybe next year. You know what I mean? Like that's what I keep saying. I mean, like I'd be a fool to not go to the ALA if it's in San Antonio. That's an hour from my house. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I have to do that. And then Aquashella Dallas. I feel like I need to do that as long as my niece is interested in doing that. I know that at any point in time, my niece might be like, I don't want to spend a Saturday going to Aquashella. But I mean, like, we ate ice cream, we got our faces painted, you know what I mean? Like, we bought a gecko, you know what I mean? Like, Aquashellas are pretty good, so I don't see her changing that. She's got a love of reptiles and fish. She has an interest in birds as well. So I mean, like nature-wise, like this kid is like already kind of interested. So I don't really see that changing for her anytime soon. But yeah, so I might be squeezing 3 things in. This year, which means I might need to hit up my in-laws for a place to stay that weekend. That's not as much fun to do Aquashella and like not be in the hotel at the event. It meant a lot of late night chats and whatnot. But if it's that or not going, you know what I mean? I'd rather do that. Just be home early. And I mean, like, honestly, I would not stay up late. I might hang out till all hours of the morning at a fish event if I like had to go somewhere. And you know, if you're staying at somebody else's house, you don't want to be coming in at like 2 in the morning and stuff like that. So with that excuse, like my old bones could actually get some rest, and maybe, you know, like I won't be super tired and need to recover when I get back from Aquashella. You know what I mean? I won't be coming back from Aquashella with a backache. I mean, if I go with vibes again, I'll probably be coming home with a television again. You know what I mean? Like, it's a crazy situation, man. So Aquascape says, I went to the Aquarium Nation Expo about 2 weeks ago now. How was that? Okay, you might be going to the ALA. Yeah, that one's in San Antonio, Aquascapes. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, and like I said, Aquashella Dallas, I mean, like I've done it every year since I've started going to fish things. So it's a hard one to forego. And I do want to go to the Clash. There's already things planned about the Clash next year that I'm interested in. So as of right now, I want to figure out how to do all three. And I think I can do that. That was your first themed expo, fish themed expo. Yeah, that's what I mean, in the fish hobby. Like, so Aquascape says that was my first themed expo, so I have nothing to compare to, but it was fun. Yeah, you get to see all sorts of different things and stuff like that. And occasionally you'll just like catch something on a table. Maybe it's something that like 80% of the hobby knows about and has already seen, but you haven't seen it yet. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, wow, man, I found this weird clasp and it's going to be perfect for, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even have to be like an important part of the fish room. You know what I mean? But like, just little things like that. And of course, everybody says the people, talking to other people about fish, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. That's really great. I mean, it's really great when you're in a crowd of people and 8 out of 10 people in that crowd, you can go, hey man, what kind of fish do you keep? You know what I mean? And they'll like tell you about their fish, you know what I mean? And how many tanks they have and what they're interested, what they're looking for. You know what I mean? And like, you tell them what you're interested in and what you're looking for. And like, everybody kind of helps each other out. It's like, actually, I saw some over there. Just like, yeah, man. I was like, I already bought those, but did you see any more? So yeah, that's the fun stuff. Let's feed these guys a little bit of food here. I know, guys, I know. You bought a giant guppy that's almost 3 inches long? That's awesome. Is it a female? I assume it's the female. If you've got a male that's 3 inches long, that's freaking awesome, dude. Breed that guy. But the females do get pretty big, and they get pretty like rectangular, like in the chest. Like when you look at them full on, it's like there's like a wall there. Yeah, everybody, hit the like and subscribe. I mean, share the stream out if you want to. I mean, like, it wouldn't be in your best interest, but a 1 in 5 chance right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a good night for somebody, and it could be you. So I need to get some more coffee. Let's talk a little bit more about things that these guys eat. They're destroying it. It's 49 degrees outside and it's windy, so it's just enough to make you want to put on some sleeves before you go outside. But it's Christmas. I'm drinking holiday blend coffee. I've got toffee. Hanging out with my friends in the fish room. Life is pretty good. I have no idea how that sounded, G. Probably horrible. Okay, it is a female. Oh yeah, aquascapes. That all sounds fair for a guppy coming from the show. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're right. Like the stress of all that. So you kind of just let them settle in, but guppies usually are very, very hardy. So that is great. I can't remember. I want to say it was a video that was aquarium co-op, and I think it was the large fish room, the large breeder in Israel. And he did a video tour out there and stuff like that. And he was actually sorting the guppy females and was putting them through some bars. Like, so it was like several, it was several bars, and it was so that the width of the female, the smaller ones fall through and the larger ones stay out. And he was selecting for larger females and for bigger body, like width from side to side. You know what I mean? When you're looking at them head on, they're thick that way. And I thought that was really interesting, and I thought that was really cool, because I've seen it by watching the guppies that I have and stuff like that. Some of the males are very small, some of them are larger, and then some of them are like thicker side to side. Like I'm talking about, like width wise, like gut wise. Love it. Oh, Joshua, 25 and 50-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, that's bad, dude. Stay inside, or at least behind a windbreak. Yeah, aquascapes. That's pretty textbook right there. So you gave her preemptive bacterial medication. So you're medicated in quarantine. And that's probably not a bad way to go, especially considering how many different waters that fish has been in, and then the stress it's been in. Fins are injured. You know what I mean? Like I think that that's probably a good call. And then the saline content, that's nice. And you just lower that with water changes. That's great. So yeah, you're definitely doing everything that you can do to ensure that that fish is going to be well and happy. And it's a guppy, so there's no like special like parameters with temperature that you got to really worry about, or pH conditions and stuff like that. I mean, all live breeders like harder water. More than likely, you have that. Just rolling the dice wise. All right, guys. I think I have something for you guys. Let's see. Um, let's go here, and then I want to present. Want to share screen. Um, let's try that. There we go. Want to play this for you? Oh, it started in the middle. There we go. Well, guys, Wednesday witching hour here with Toffee Time. This was the thumbnail for today. Just put a little video together so we could talk about it. Toffee Time. There's a good shot of my toffee. that we will be giving away to one lucky individual. I am stealing Christmas valor from my neighbors. They went all out. I love it. That sign up there says "Droid to the World," Star Wars themed, which I love. And then this was my tank at work, and I wanted to talk about this a little bit. And I'll get back to the chat in a minute. So there's the Balinese, a couple pieces of Anubias. I've since trimmed that moss, Christmas moss that's growing on the driftwood there. This is my tank at work. It's going really well. Those are all different varieties of the purple Moscow that I'm into. They're on a light substrate, but a black background. And these boys have darkened up quite a bit. And there is a brown bristlenose pleco in there that's looking like it's going to be a boy, starting to get some whiskers in. So it's an all-male party. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Let's see if that brings me back. Stop sharing screen. Excellent. There we go. So yeah, what'd you guys think about that? Yeah, snowman droid. Yeah, I know. Yeah, congrats, boy. Yeah, no, I'm very excited about that. Hey, 1 second. I got more coffee, but I left it on the table and forgot to bring it inside. Leave studio. Don't do that. No, don't do that. So yeah, you can see the same the same filtration in my work tank as this 40-gallon breeder, and I've got 2 of them, but the straw on the side keeps popping out, and I think I'm just going to pull it out of there, and I'm just going to glue that straw in there. I am like tired of it popping out because then it doesn't run. You know what I mean? So that's been irritating me. So, but it is just snails and these rosy barbs, which are quickly cleaning everything up, picking up all the flake that filtered down to the bottom. So they're moving the water all around through that Swasser tank, keeping it healthy. Oh, you saw your L236 today, only Oscars? Perfect. Very pretty in his prison outfit. So yeah, I want to do more small content like slideshow / a little bit of video and stuff like that. I can take those sorts of things and edit it one more time and like make it so that I can like drop it as a short or a reel or something like that. feel like that would be kind of fun. Or wait for three of them to wait till I make three of them and then put those out as a video. And then in the description of the video, talk about the live stream on Wednesday nights, because I am planning on continuing to do this in the new year. I am very thankful for where everything's at right now. I feel like I have succeeded in my goal of what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to share with some friends online. Sorry about that. I wanted to share with my friends online, and you know, I want to share a tank and enjoy my tanks with you guys. So this actually works out really, really well. I'm pretty happy. It's not about subscriber goals for me. It's not about large audiences, you know, like I just want to share. I want to learn things. So it is a great time. So it is 11:42. 18 minutes before it becomes Thursday in the ATX. Currently 49 degrees and clear. It was overcast this morning, so I guess everything moved in while I was sleeping today. Oh, I'll be on Wednesdays. Yeah, no, I like Wednesdays. Wednesdays are my best night to do it because I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So this gives me all week to get prepared. By the way, found my black Santa hat. Very happy. Very gothy Christmas. And I was able to upload that video. And I was able to share it with you guys because I'm using a laptop, not a mobile device. So pretty good. All we have to do is complete a giveaway here in a little bit. And it's going to be fire. If I can complete that task right there, I will consider myself having won the live stream game trial, whatever you want to call it. I will consider myself a standard C+ member. You know what I mean? Like, pat myself on the back and be like, I'm so good at this. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, like, of the like 4 or 5 things I'm talking about, we've already done 4 of them. You know what I mean? Like, I made toffee. You know what I mean? Like, doing things, y'all. I've already done more things this week than I normally am in my like normal routine. Like, I have changed the water in all the tanks out here. So I just have the 75-gallon and the 20-gallon inside to do this evening. And usually I have all of my tanks water to change before dawn. I usually just end up putting everything off until the last minute. So I'm pretty proud of myself this week. The focus is so bad on this tank, but I mean, like, we get it, right? It's close enough. So yeah, no, I'm not planning on changing anything. I feel like I've already won. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, we're gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna cut some glass lids. Might do a short or short video on that, just because I'm gonna spend so much time doing it that I should be able to show somebody like making a lid for a tank. You know what I mean? Like, while I'm doing that, should be able to get it down well enough, have all the tools in place, you know what I mean, and start cutting glass and hopefully get decent enough at it. You know what I mean? But if it doesn't go well, I might make a short or video out of that. And then I'll follow the video about where I ordered my cut glass from and how much it cost. and we'll go that route. Should I not be able to recycle the aquarium glass that I have collected, we'll just order some. But yeah, I want to do those. I want to do those sliding lids because most of my tanks are on end. I want to do those sliding ends using the. I want to say it's like a vinyl molding corner piece. But anyway, it's a plastic strip, and it's got a couple of walls coming off of it, and so that it can hold one piece of glass in place while the other piece like slides freely backwards. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing her face. I'm seeing her in her body costume at Aquashella. She was what was the science show where they wore a bodysuit and it had like all the organs on it and whatnot? I can't remember, but she was that guy for Halloween. I thought that was cool. But it's Betta something. Simply Betta? Maybe. But yeah, I saw. I've seen her do. She's got that style of lid, and I've seen it several other times as well. And that's what I want to do. I've even got the plastic knobs to put on it. I have all the pieces of it. Just been sitting around for just like my RO unit, just not hooked up. You know what I mean? It's like. You know what I mean? Like we'll get there. I mean, like it doesn't matter whether I have money for the channel or not. You know what I mean? Like I have collected enough pieces and bought enough things already that you know what I mean. Like I should be able to get plenty of things done. You know what I mean? Like especially how often I get things done. You know what I mean? As slow as I move. Like you know, I don't really need to spend anything right now. I just need to do all the stuff that I've already thought of and got set up for and just didn't do. So the new year is going to be great. I'm excited about it. Aquascapes says I need to change all my lids. Lightly electrocuted my Medaka like 2 nights ago, and the other lids are rusting. Okay. Yeah. I don't think. Oh no! Wait, I've got a couple of screen lids. Like one of them, I think would fit a 20-gallon long, and the other one I think would fit a 10-gallon. And they're a screen, and those are rusty as well. So they just need a heavy sanding, cleaning, and then I need to hit them with some spray paint. The Krypton. I can't remember the name of the paint, but there's a particular spray paint that is good for fish tanks, and I wouldn't really worry about it for a lid or anything like that. I think any spray paint would be good. But yeah, you just got to clean them up. George, welcome back. Beekman's World or Bill Nye. I want to say it's Beekman's World. It could have been. I don't know. I want to say the guy had like blonde or dirty blonde hair and it was curly. And I want to say it was from the 70s, but when I say it's from the 70s, a lot of times it can be from the 80s. Because I was a kid then, so it's hard to. For me, everything on the television was like coming out like when it came out, but everything from the 70s was like, I mean, like I know that Scooby-Doo was in replays, you know what I mean? Most of the Scooby-Doo episodes that I watched. And then there's been several like restarts of that. And I always enjoy those. Those are all right. I was a big Scooby-Doo fan growing up. Plastic dip spray would probably work for your screen lids. And like, yeah, that is like a plastic. So like once it solidifies, it shouldn't be giving anything off. And I mean, like, yeah, as long as it's not soaking in the water, I think that it would be fine. Yeah, but basically coating it in plastic would stop that rust factor. You know what I mean? Okay, Joshua. So yeah, Joshua, you know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I'm gonna try something. I don't know whether that's better or worse. It's definitely more zoomed in. We're not getting the whole tank anymore. So the fish are a little bigger. But I don't know whether it's any better or not. And I also don't know whether it's just this monitor on the desktop that I'm looking at, because like this monitor is a 1080p, which I kind of figure like doesn't really matter to me, considering if I'm doing a live stream. I think 1080p is the best I can hope for, and I think that that is actually automatically out because I'm not paying StreamYard per month for better video quality. So I think I've got what I've got. You know what I mean? Like I can record something in a better resolution, but through StreamYard, I think I'm already throttled. So I don't think it matters what my monitor is. It was a good price for. I think we spent like $400 on this thing. $400 on the laptop, and I think that all of the money went to the memory and chip. So I think it's got some nice computing power, you know what I mean, and everything else is like kind of on the lower quality side. But it doesn't really matter to me, I don't think. Vinoski, welcome, welcome. It's Toffee Time, brother. We're gonna do a drawing in a little bit. I'm gonna be sending somebody some almond butter toffee, my mom's secret recipe. I am allowed to make it. I have been taught how to make it. So this will be homemade toffee by New Local Austin. I have agreed to several stipulations. I believe I'm not allowed to sell it. I'm not allowed to make it outside of the Christmas season. I am also not allowed to make it and give it to somebody that is on my mother's list. So closely guarded secret, like to the point that I'm not sure that on the back of the funeral card, when my mother, God rest her soul, is one day no longer with us, I might be putting her Christmas toffee recipe on the back of the card. Oh yeah, no giving out the recipe, only Oscars. I can't. You know what I mean? I was like, I can't even make it when I want and for who I want. You know what I mean? Like it's a real deal. And I've been in my hermit phase and stuff like that. I talked to my neighbor the other day and he was like, yeah, man, haven't seen you for a while. I was like, yeah, man, let's catch up in the new year. When everything slows down and there's nothing going on and stuff like that, we'll like hang out and catch up. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was like secluded, man. Like just been going to work, getting gas, and going home. That's my job. That's what I do. Hang out with my fish. Scry the internets. Looking for answers. Mostly finding confusion. Nah, only Oscars who did the Christmas lights. Just had to plug them in. Yeah. Yeah, my wife does not care about decorating for like the holiday like at all. She's not into it at all. So like we're not doing anything for it. You know what I mean? Like I've got Christmas lights stored in here, but they're not coming out. So yeah, those Christmas lights in the video that I shared earlier, it's like stolen Christmas valor. You know what I mean? Like they did the work. They got out there as a family, spent the afternoon setting it all up. You know what I mean? Like doing all the stuff. And then I go out at 3 a.m, stand in the middle of the street and take pictures of it and put it on the internet. But I'm honest about it. You know what I mean? It's just like, never said I was a saint, y'all. Nice only Oscars. They were up from last year. Very good. Thought about doing that myself. Like darn near did that myself. I might have done it one year, actually. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people leave their lights on, their Christmas lights on like all night, and I think it's great. And it's a great time to photograph it. It's nice and quiet out there. I'm out there dumping a garbage can full of water on the lawn anyway. You know what I mean? And then refilling the bucket like while I'm out there. I'm a big fan of like minimalist like lighting and stuff like that. Like I just want like a tight string of lights. So just like horizontal along the horizontal edges of the house. So like across, like where you would put a gutter, basically. You know what I mean? Just like do it like that. If the edge has a peak to it, then like go up the peak or whatever. But just outline the roof line of the house, and then have something like low in the yard, also horizontal, and then like one piece that is a shape or like an inflatable or something like that. Like that's what I would do. I would do like very minimal. Like I'm not like the, but you know what I mean. Like not like way overdone. Like throw a bunch of stuff. I like that look. I love it when the trees are wrapped and stuff like that. I love all of that. I like it when they have the like on the bushes and stuff like that. I think those net lights are really cool because you can just throw it up on to a hedge and then like it outlines it, and I think that that's really cool. But like for my yard and my aesthetic, I would go very minimal, and I don't want to be the fanciest on the block. I don't want to have the most lights. I don't want to have the least amount of lights either. I want to be like right there, participation. You know what I mean? Like that's the trophy I'm going for. But I didn't this year. I mean, maybe next year. You know what I mean? Like it would have to be a time in my life when I am much less lazy than I am right now. And hey, there's hope for everybody. One thing I can tell you about life that I have experienced is change is inevitable. So even if I am in my most lethargic phase right now, you know what I mean? It's just like there's no way it could be like that forever. Yeah, June, you know, put them on a timer. Timer's the way to go. My mom puts up Christmas lights every year. She makes a big deal out of it, and complains about the lights, wants the lights, like constant about the lights and stuff like that. And I think that last year or the year before, I got a little irritated, you know, about the lights because that's all we talk about is Christmas lights, you know. And so this year, she ended up getting the lights put up without me and did not ask me to put up the lights. And I'm okay with that. We'll see how it goes when I go down for Christmas next week. Oh, you inherited the Christmas decor? Well, you know, sometimes that's kind of the best decor. But in my mom's neighborhood, they outline the yards. So a walk coming down from the front door, splitting the yard into two rectangles. You outline the yard itself, and then people put lights all over the house and stuff like that. We don't we don't put anything on the house. We just outline the yard, and they're on stakes. So they're and the top of the stake has a red light on it. That's a thing. And my mom is still using C bulbs, and they are the incandescent ones. They're not LED. Um, it'd be about $300 to replace with LED lights, and we can't get it done. Yeah, truth. Yeah, no, there's some new neighbors that have moved in next door. They ended up helping her put them up. She was gonna pay somebody to do it, but she didn't like. She kept getting moved around as to when they were going to do it, and they probably weren't responding to text and phone calls as quickly as she would like. So so she ended up getting the neighbors to help her put them up. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I might end up going over there to help her take them down. I don't know. Old. You need an old string of lights for your ornaments. Yeah. Yeah, I want to say it's an Ace Hardware store up at the front of the subdivision. And because the neighborhood does this as a whole and stuff like that, they really have a lot of Christmas lights. And I can buy I can buy boxes of the colored lights to replace lights as they go out. And I can also buy strings to when one invariably goes out and stuff like that. And like, yeah, these are the ones with the little fuses in them and everything. But yeah, there were a lot of vacant lots when we first moved out there. 80 something, 84, 86, 87, like I can't remember. But we I mean, like first few years that we were out there and stuff like that, like it was rabbits would rabbits would come in the yard and chew on the lines and invariably like take them out, and then you could splice them and put them back together like a few times with like electrical tape and whatnot, and then you ended up having to get a new string. But as all the houses filled in and stuff like that, rabbits and things like that were less of a problem. There's still a problem with armadillos and I want to say possums as well, but the armadillos like to get up in your flower beds and eat all of those flowers that you get from your local Lowe's and Home Depot to plant in the spring. You know what I mean? In your front yard and things like that. Like some of those are tasty, apparently. You know what I mean? And you'll see the telltale like little divots because they were rooting around in the dirt and everything. And then like turns out they ate like half your plants. Only Oscars, your cats chew on the strings. Yeah, exactly. Josh, because your winds are so high, you can't do lights. Yeah. Another big thing in my mom's neighborhood and stuff like that was back in the day taking plywood and cutting out different shapes and things like that, and then using a projector. You can project. I guess you could also get stencils or something like that as well. But basically, they were doing knockoff Disney characters, also like the manger scenes and things like that. And then you put those on a stake, and then that goes in the yard, and then you shine a floodlight on them. You know what I mean? And like they were painted up nice. So yeah, so the yard's outlined, and then like some like pieces. But yeah, everything you could think of and things like that. And then there's a contest every year for first, second, and third prize. And throughout all of December in the evenings and stuff like that, there's people put hay bales on trailers and drag people around the neighborhood. Lots of people will go Christmas light looking in their cars and stuff like that. So there's a lot of congestion in the neighborhood, and people just kind of like creeping along and like looking at Christmas lights and stuff like that. So yeah, not a bad time. Probably will go for a ride around the neighborhood. I think we can find out through the neighborhood Facebook and stuff like that who the prize winners are and stuff like that, so we can like make our way to those houses in the neighborhood and see everything that is around in between. But it's you put the kids, they put the family in the car and go like drive around and look at Christmas lights. You know what I mean? It's very, suburban thing. Very weird, but I have some very fond memories of cutting up with my sister. You know what I mean? As we like crawl through the neighborhood, looking at lights and stuff like that. George has the info on his community page for the identifying Corridora Dene catfishes, second edition. Okay, George, that's a book that you were talking about, if I remember correctly. Correct. So that's awesome, man. Yeah, everybody cruise over there and make sure you get that. It's 12/12, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Central Texas area. 12/19/2024. Welcome to Thursday. We made it. We are now deep into the witching hour. Everybody, I do want to tell you, do take a moment this Christmas and try to watch Krampus, my favorite, my favorite Christmas movie. I believe it is a Steve Smith? No, Kevin Smith. I believe it's Kevin Smith. It is a Kevin Smith film and produced, and I love it very much. It is my favorite Christmas movie. Just for anybody who needs a Christmas horror movie in their life. You know what I mean? Like after the kids go to bed and stuff like that. Stay up and watch it. I think you'll like it. Only Oscars. Krampus is on the Xmas list. Good, good, good. Excellent. Directly from the author from England. Excellent. So it's a direct buy type thing. That's perfect, man. And I'm sure the author really does appreciate you sharing that out, brother. I think it's great. I know a couple authors myself and stuff like that. The landscape has definitely changed for print and writers and stuff like that. And like a lot of it is broken loose, but you know, like yeah, when it's such like a niche book and stuff like that, like if you can order it directly from the author, I think that works out best for the author. And if it's like a niche item like that, and it's like the fish community and stuff like that, they'll usually sign the book for you too, which is nice. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of fun. You know what I mean? Like. Not that link. I know the author, so I got a special deal. The link is for USA buyers. Okay. I'm not sure what link I was referring to. Oh, very nice, Michael Myers. You're going to watch the little Gremlins this Christmas. Nothing wrong with that either. I watch a movie every night at work. So sometimes it's been good, sometimes it's been bad. But we watched Dirty Harry, and we watched Reservoir Dogs, which my buddy hadn't watched Reservoir Dogs, and I was like, "Oh crud, man! Like this came out when I graduated high school, so like I wasn't even a year out of high school." And yeah, man. He was like, "Oh yeah, this is the guy that did Pulp Fiction. Did this one?" I was like, "Yeah, exactly, man." But yeah, he missed Reservoir Dogs. You know what I mean? And like, that's a lovely, heartwarming story about a bank robbery. Hey guys. That's what Christmas looks like at my house. Just next to my chair, just a little bit of pecans from the topping of the toffee that sprinkled off. That just an empty one of those next to my chair. Next to an empty coffee cup. That is how I plan on spending today until New Year's. 75% of the decorations are in use. Well, Catahoulas sounds like you can stop now. You know what I mean? Like you can do some more if you want. You know what I mean? But like 75%, come on. You're killing it. You're doing way more than I'm doing. I'm at 0%. Like maybe we'll give myself 5% for having a Santa hat on. And okay, 2% more because I went and took pictures of my neighbors who actually put up lights, and I put it in a video. So there we go. Let's see. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at YouTube. That's what I'm looking at. Okay. Okay, I can turn it off just on the bar, so that's nice. So let's hang on. My goodness, it's Christmas. Here we go, ladies and gents. Not logged in or authorized. Try it again. Giveaway. Create a giveaway. Booyah. Ladies and gents, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Looks like you are. I love it. Hashtag Toffee to get it done tonight. Wait a minute. We're going to do a little giveaway. And yes, Stephen, we are playing for Toffee. You've been awful quiet. Have you been thinking that maybe you could use a little bit of Toffee on this Christmas? Wait a minute. Let's switch sides. No, I don't like that. This feels better. This feels natural. Put it on the other side, and I immediately was like, no, this isn't right. So yeah, we'll do a giveaway here in about 10 minutes or so. Let's continue to talk and enjoy ourselves. I'm going to stop my camera for a minute while I wander around. His last name is P, George, Stephen P. He's the P. I need more coffee, and I'm going to make sure that it's still dark outside. Come with me, and you'll be the Toffee Nation. That's right, almond butter toffee. I know that I sent some out at one point in time, and I don't know who got toffee and who didn't, but those who know. So that's what's important. But I do agree with my mother and her stipulations, and the fact that by having stipulations and stuff like that, in order to give me the recipe and authorize my making of toffee and stuff like that, to make toffee year-round would make it less special than if it was just during the holidays. And I think that specialness about it actually does give some people a little bit of glee and stuff like that. So I've already made one batch, and I might end up making 3, but maybe just 2. But I'll be hitting my neighbors with some toffee coming up. They've received it in years past, and I should ship some to my friends Matt and Susan in Minneapolis as well. Catahoula's was right there with me. You're just catching vibe, man. You know what I mean? Like, (2003). So yeah, enter the contest, y'all, if y'all want to. We go to the. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm back. Now, Mr. Myers, I don't think that I can send you I don't think I can send you toffee, sir, but you are welcome to join the. You're welcome to join the wheel as well, and I'll work out something else. Like it'll probably be a card or something. You know what I mean? I'll throw a couple of my stickers in there. You probably need some stickers, buddy. So for my international people in the chat, please feel free to join. I will work something out for you. You will receive a holiday card from me. Just because shipping food in the mail, I'm not sure that for the length of time that it would take to get there, I just don't think it would be as good. You know what I mean? Heck yeah, dude. I mean, like, this is about like doing something. You know what I mean? It's more of a thought that counts, sort of a deal. You know what I mean? I'll mail one package. You know what I mean? Like, not exactly fair, but everybody I feel deserves something. But I'm not gonna. So we'll do the wheel of you lose unless it's over after I did it. I'm not sure what exactly I'm doing. So let's spin it. Let me check the chat. Whoa. I don't know what just happened. Think I can close this one? Let's just minimize it. How about that? I'm looking at two screens here, folks, for no reason. All right, ladies and gents, let's roll. The wheel of you lose.
SC Catahulas.
Sorry, SC Catahulas.
M. Myers 1987, The Fish Key.
Sorry, Mr. Myers. No Christmas card for you.
George RB3.
Oh, sorry, George. Only Oscars, you are the winner. Congratulations, only Oscar. I don't believe you need to do anything, dear. I have your address. So you will be receiving some Christmas toffee. Congratulations, June. Congratulations. That's 2 Christmases in a row, June. Good for you. Hold on real quick. I left my coffee again. So congratulations to June. Thank you all for playing. What a wonderful evening it has been here in this South Austin fish room. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for enjoying Fish Tank with me. And I don't know, man. I can't say enough. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. I did want to show you guys how the tank was progressing at work. That is probably the tank that I think it's the tank in the living room, the goldfish, then my work tank. Those are definitely the 2 tanks that I end up looking at the most. Just because of their location, you know what I mean? So that's something always to consider when you are when you have an aquarium and things like that, is its location. I have not decided whether I am live streaming. I probably will not live stream next week. I will be at my mother's house, and she's just not into it. And I mean, like, hey, that's family time, and everybody should be spending time with their families. So please excuse my absence next week. Now, I will try to put it up early. Actually, no. I'm not sure. I think that I will be back here and in place on New Year's Day. So I think that next week. So just 1 week absence. I think I should be able to do the next week. And I'm planning on traveling to Dallas, but I think we're planning on traveling back here. And I will need to be setting myself up for success for the night shift because I'm going to go ahead and work my normal schedule through the Christmas holiday. And I think that that is a wonderful gift to my client and stuff like that, to go ahead and work the schedule that I normally work, just because it is hard to find a replacement if I'm not there. And then that ends up putting pressure on family and things like that. And that's not necessarily what a holiday needs. And my mom has always been generous with holidays and things like that. Because both of my sister and I are both nurses. My sister has moved into management, so she gets holidays off and things like that. But I've always done shift work and stuff like that. So my mom doesn't care as long as we get together for the holiday. It doesn't have to be on the actual holiday if we're working or something like that. Just as long as we come together on those holidays is all she cares about. So I think that works because it could be a problem, and I know it is for some people. Stuff like that. If you don't have the holiday off and you disappoint family members and things like that, that can just add emotional stress, right? So I'm very thankful for that. They found something. Those guys found something. Wonder what they're getting at. There's no way that there's that much food in that spot. Like, I don't know what that was about. I wonder if they're not breeding because they just eat all the eggs. Like, but yeah, man, I wonder if I have like some worms in there or something. Like, but yeah, man, they're going crazy. I wonder. Yes, good night. Good night, everyone. I love you. You guys have a good time. June, yeah, man, get those decorations out if people are injuring themselves. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you not this coming week, but the week after. I'll ring for the new year. Okay. Love you guys.